Hi everybody, this is Joanne here, and welcome to this video. So dreams are like non-existent movies or shorts that play in your head during your sleep. It's pretty obvious that dreams can be just about anything, even the ones that are just random, crazy, and don't make sense at all. In fact, I got some stories about the random type ones I remember all too well. I wrote a list down, and as it turns out, there are 6 of them. But before I show them off, I want to let you know that I'm listing them from least to the most random based on my views on them. So without further ado, let's get started. So it was nighttime and I was just standing outside in the middle of an open field watching the beautiful night sky. Then I noticed there were 2 moons up there, and naturally that got me thinking, oh boy, it's Tatooine all over again. Then I looked in the distance where the mountains were, and I saw a familiar figure just sitting there, looking up. When I looked closely, I realized that was Space Godzilla, and for some reason he was just chilling there watching all the stars in the sky. Either he was plotting something, or he was on vacation. It would have been really funny if he was holding a pair of binoculars. 2021 was the year I got the chance to watch all of the old Godzilla movies, and I have a feeling that the dream I had something to do with that. I was hanging out by myself at Disneyland. Then I looked and saw a sign that said something about a lagoon, and I was like, I've never seen that before. Let's go check it out. I soon arrived at the location, and yep, it was indeed a big lagoon. As I looked on, all of a sudden, a large Spinosaurus head popped out of the water, bite down on a large fish that was hanging above, and disappeared back into the water. Seeing that got me thinking, okay, Disneyland became Jurassic World. So this one is a bit lighthearted. I was sitting on a grass cliff watching the ocean, and in the distance I saw large whales jumping out of the water, just like humpback whales. When I looked closely, I saw that the whales were identified as blue whales. Bear in mind they can't jump that high in real life because they're too big. As I watched, I was drinking a cup of chocolate milk, and I also filmed the whales with a video camera. If this wasn't a dream sequence, this would have been YouTube worthy. For some strange reason, I was hanging over the edge of a waterfall. My left hand was holding onto a rock, while my right hand was holding my Nintendo 3DS. I was holding on for dear life, but then suddenly, the inevitable happens. My Nintendo 3DS slipped out of my fingers. I watched in horror as my 3DS fell down below and disappeared. I then used both my hands to try to hold on for dear life, but unfortunately for me, my hands failed me, and I ended up falling down as well. Thankfully, I woke up before anything else happened. I was at a bookstore, just doing my own thing, looking at a book I just found. Then when I peeked my head around a corner, I saw Emperor Palpatine that's sort of down the hallway. When I saw him, he looked at me and gave me an evil grin. Naturally, I was all like, okay, I'm hightailing out of here. Next thing I know, I got told by a random person that Emperor Palpatine was looking for me so that he can turn me to the dark side. Then this person recommended that I spend the night at a hotel just to be safe. After I was given the address, I drove in a Jurassic Park Jeep to the hotel, and it looked sketchy because there were no lights on. I remember just sitting in the Jeep thinking, okay, is this really the hotel I'd want to stay in for the night? I just sat there for a couple of seconds before I woke up. Fun fact about this dream, I had this one many years ago, and this was back when I was really into Pokemon. I still like Pokemon to this day, don't get me wrong. Now, do some of you guys remember that one scene from Ice Age 2 The Meltdown where a pack of mini sloths kidnap and worship Sid as a Fire King? Well, this dream was similar to that, but with Chanseys. Trust me, it's gonna get weird, so fasten your seatbelts. So, it was nighttime in the middle of a forest. I was sitting by a campfire with my Pikachu, who was snoozing. I started relaxing, and the next thing I know, I was picked up and carried away by a group of wild Chanseys. As I was being carried, more Chanseys appeared, and they all bowed down before me. Apparently, they worshipped me as a dinosaur queen, or queen of the dinosaurs, and of course they had a statue made of me. A celebration ensued, some dancing happened, but then I got tied up by them. I don't remember what they wanted to sacrifice me for, but it was not the same reason like in Ice Age 2. Anyways, they threw me down, and guess how I escaped? I somehow gained the ability to fly like Superman. I flew out before I reached the lava, flew right into the statue which shattered it to pieces, scaring some Chainsies in the progress, and I crash landed back to the camping site without any injuries or pain whatsoever. Also, my Pikachu is still sleeping. Then I decided to keep on camping like nothing ever happened. Well, like I said before, dreams tend to be random, crazy, and not make sense at all. I do have another idea for another dream-related video, but it's going to be terrifying compared to this one. Obviously, I won't reveal much due to spoilers, and I want it to be a surprise anyways. Later on down the line or so, you'll see what it is. If some of you guys would like to share some of your crazy dream stories, you are free to do that in the comments section below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in another video.